Hello everybody, this is Romano DeFranco here and welcome to the final video of the 2024 Stanley Cup Playoff Predictions show. In this series, we looked at which teams that will succeed in this year's playoffs. As you know, we are down to the last two teams in this year's tournament now that round 3 is over. Let's take a look back on how well I did in my predictions for the third round. And without further ado, let's roll the clip. Even though the Panthers frustrated the Rangers early and often, having won 2 of 3 games in the regular season, I'm predicting that the Blue Shirts will win that series in 5 games. Don't expect this series to be a long one because I'm predicting that the Stars will easily put the Oilers aside in 5 games. Okay, so I went 0-2, which both series went to 6 games. My record is now 9-5. I really didn't see the Metropolitan Division winning Florida Panthers pulling off a huge upset against the President's Trophy winning New York Rangers. I did know that the Panthers were a good team. The Stanley Cup Finals this year is going to feature the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. It's been a very long time since a Canadian team has last won the Cup, and this happened way back in 1993. No Canadian teams have won it in my lifetime, so I'm wishing the Oilers the best of luck. Okay, let's talk about how these two teams made it to the finals. As for the Florida Panthers, they disposed their interstate rival, the Tampa Bay Lightning, in 5 games. Then they eliminated the Boston Bruins in 6 games, and lastly, they beat the New York Rangers in 6 games as well. This is the 3rd time that the Panthers will represent the Eastern Conference in the Stanley Cup Finals. They made it to the finals last year only to lose to the Vegas Golden Knights. On the other hand, this is the first time the Edmonton Oilers will advance to the final round in 18 years. They last made it to the finals in 2006 when they lost to the Carolina Hurricanes. They made it to the finals by dispatching the Los Angeles Kings in 5 games, and it took all 7 games from them to get by the Vancouver Canucks in the second round, and they eliminated the Dallas Stars in 6 games. This year has been full of accomplishments for the Edmonton Oilers. For starters, Connor McDavid led the team in scoring with 132 points. 100 of them were assists. And if he doesn't win the Hart as the league's MVP, I'm going to be genuinely stunned because I think he deserves it. The Oilers and the Panthers met twice in the regular season, with Florida outscoring Edmonton 10-4. They won both games on November 20th and December 16th, respectively. It's tough to pick on who's going to win this series because both the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers are pretty good teams. This series is no pushover, but in the end, I'm predicting that the Oilers will win the final series in 6 games. And should they clinch this series, it will be the first time in 31 years that Canada finally gets to hoist the cup. And on that note, I'm going to end my prediction for round 4 of this year's playoffs. What do you think of it? You can let me know in the comments section down below, and tell me your pick for the final round. Also, another year has come and gone, and as usual, I'd like to thank everyone for watching and commenting. I read all the comments, and they were all great. And if you haven't watched my top 10 countdown list for the most beloved NHL players that left us in 2023 video, the link will be in the description, and I will see you next year.